Hey, do your kids come home from school and immediately want to play video games for hours without doing any chores, any other expectations, or homework? Well, maybe you don't know this, but kids do crave structure. And when you need to add structure into their after school routine, you will start to see a complete difference. My name is Cynthia, and I help high achievers create action plans in order to win in household management and feel less overwhelmed. Come take a walk with me. In today's video, we're going to go over systems that I'm using with my kids actively so that we can have a better after school routine for the beginning of the school year in the fall. Let's go. So before I implemented these systems, some of the things that I was struggling with was having my kids complete their homework, complete their chores, and take an accountability for their actions. I needed to bridge over the gap between the school expectations and the home expectations, especially because one of my kids had a behavior plan and it was not crossing over, and he thought he could do whatever he wanted at home when he wasn't meeting the expectation at school, and that's not how I play. So let's go and see the first thing that I worked on in my system. To understand how to fix this, first you have to look at the behavior that your kids have when they first come to the door. Their mood, if they are feeling like talking or not talking, really observe your child to know their behavior when they first come to the door. The second thing you want to do is take into account their ages and their capabilities too. If you have a 3-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 12-year-old, their ages are obviously different, but also the capabilities and limitations can be different too. So you can't have the same expectation all across the board for all 3 children. That's not fair. When you have a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, and like a 12-year-old, for example, they each have different limitations and capabilities. And I think that's best, always, this is what I do. I challenge the child slightly out of their comfort zone to do something that can make them a slightly better version of themselves than they were the year before, or a few months before, or even a few weeks before, even the day before, a better version than they were the last time, right? If a child feels as though they matter in the home, if they feel as though there's a purpose, they have a reason, their role is actually significant, they're more likely to be less resistant towards the change that you're trying to make in your home. Versus if they feel as though they don't matter as much, or they might have a mindset of thinking, you are the adult, you are the parent, you do everything. Why do I have to do anything? I just want to play video games for 6 hours and not do anything else. When you're building your household systems for your after school program for your kids, make sure that you are taking into account that it's a series of routines over time that happen inside of multiple different systems. And it's not going to be something that's built overnight. It does take time, and it's going to take tweaking and daily looking at and reflection to figure out how it's best going to be implemented for your household. I have a free download for you called the CEO Vision Map that you can download in the comment below that's pinned.